feather, an arrow, or a draft. So I found like when I was doing my race, like obviously feather you want to use on the climbs. The arrow and the draft, there's a section like, so when you go to the bridge, it's like a 400-meter really steep, like kind of twisty turny area, and they have like kind of a flat downhill area through the village. If you're just trying to like get back on terms with the pack, you can use a draft or an arrow there. If not, it's probably best to save it for the top of the climb, where you probably just try to chase back on.
Got it.
And for the first climb, I would use the feather on like the final section of the climb. So like you'll see in the distance, there's almost like a little crab claw up the road. So that's when I hit it, and I found that takes you almost to the top of it. I'll let you know what that is. A lot of people are using it right after the wooden bridge, but that area has like a few punches that do get really steep, but it's overall not too bad. But we'll see kind of how your race kind of unfolds. I know with mine it wasn't too intense. Any questions before we get started?
I don't think so. Everybody just try to hang on.
Yep, it's the best you can do. Stay in the wheel, stay in the draft. I would imagine the beginning will be probably a pretty fast start, but then I think the pace will settle pretty quick. I think most teams have the strategy of just going hard on the climbs and then easy between. And there is a downhill like right coming out of the gate.
And the first climb's about 5 kilometers?
Yeah, it starts at 5.2 is when you hit the KOM banner.
Okay.
But no one really goes super hard until you get that wood bridge, and that's around 6.1.
Okay.
And then it's 2 kilometers from that to the top.
All right, everybody, good luck.
Everyone have fun. For this initial part, you just want to be somewhere in the middle of the group and just get as good of a draft as you can. You want to conserve as much energy as possible. This part here is mostly downhill. There's going to be a couple rollers, but once you get a little further, it's going to just be flat for like this duration until you get to the climb. All right, there's gonna be a couple of rollers here. They're all really short. A few minor rollers coming. So don't worry about the three people in the front. They're not making sense on anyone. They're just trying to stir out the group a little bit. Just stay in the wheels, keep drafting. In 800 meters, we're going to take a right-hand turn, and it's going to lead towards the first hill. There's one guy sitting 1 second off the front. You don't need to worry about chasing. All right, remember turning right on this little T intersection. The cam banner is coming up in 0.7 kilometers, but the real climb that you need to be concerned about will be around 6.1. Kind of keep it on the front pack. There might be an injection pace. All right, so here's a cam banner. It's a little bit downhill at the start. A little bit of climbing after this U-turn. Try to stay in the middle of the pack here. Just after this U-turn, we're going to be at steady 2 to 3%, and then we're going to take a right-hand corner. That's where the bridge begins. Be ready for 45 seconds of really hard effort. Try to be in the front half of the group as we're going through a straightaway. And get ready to hit. The 7% will happen halfway across the bridge. You have to go hard for about 30 to 40 seconds here. There's 3 switchbacks, and then it'll flatten out. Job, Rob, Dean, you guys are both doing really well. All right, we're going to go around this little U-turn. Once we're around the U-turn, it's going to be slightly downhill and flat. Save your feather up, your power-ups. If you're at the back of the group, you can use a draft or an arrow. You want to save the feather for the top part of this climb. All right, so as we leave this village, it's going to be part 2 of the climb. Steady 4%. It'll be another about 25 to 30 second effort. Workout. Toby, you're looking really good. All right, TJ, just stay right in these wheels. Great work, TJ. All right, we're going to go around this sharp U-turn, and we have 1 more kilometer of climbing till we're at the very top. Hold onto your feather. You want to be around that big bend before we use it. You see the crab claw in the distance? That's near the top. Where guys just keep at it. Top is 8.1 kilometers, which would be 5.0 miles if you're in Imperial. Okay, so it's just grinding 5% for a little while. You can use your feather right now if you have it. All right, so you just stay around these wheels for another like 30 seconds and you'll be at the top. Great work, CJ. Work, guys. Tobin, same thing. Stay around those wheels. You have another 20 seconds left and you'll be at the top of the climb. Work, guys. Keep pressing. Right as soon as you go around the next right-hand corner, you have a little tiny climb and then it's flat. Our group can back together here. So if you're at the back, keep pressing. Job, CJ, just keep at it. You can use this guy right in front of you. Right, Tobin, just keep pressing. Your head is going down, you can catch. You have the power to do it. Gotta dig for just a little longer, and you'll be at the back of the group. There's a little downhill cut that's soon, Tobin, that you might be able to use the advantage of. All right, so right around here, the uphill. And so around this corner, you're going to have a little downhill. You hit par for about 5 seconds, you can build some good speed. First open, punch up the full hill, and cross the bridge would be another downhill. First, CJ, just stay around these two guys' wheels. All right, so we're gonna have a lot of downhill until we get to the next village. All right, Keith, try and punch and get back to the group. You wouldn't be right in the draft. Give yourself a good hard 5 to 10 second punch. It'll be worth it for the draft. Come on, Casey, you want to make sure you close this gap. Right, again, power drop.
Good catch.
Right,
Nice
so
catch.
Tobin and Casey are about 10 seconds back. You can catch with them. Tobin, Casey, and TJ, you're going about the same speed as the group in front. Good job, Tobin. You're closing a little bit of time to the front.
I need help. I can't do this myself, guys.
Back to that again.
All right, so you guys are going to be coming to a little village soon. And there's a little uphill, like once you enter the village. Easy, just get right back on their wheels. You guys are closing a lot of time to the front group. There's a guy from Gert coming in the back. All right, so if you guys, once you get into this village here, this little uphill, if you really punch it right here, you can make up some little time, might be able to catch the tail of the group ahead. Great work. Gap's down to 6 seconds. 5 seconds off the pack. And next into town is going to be a steep downhill. Tobin, great job in closing that gap. Casey, if you can go to the front. Oh, actually, CJ, if you can try and get to the front.
Sure thing.
Casey, just try and do the best you can. I can see what's happening to your power. Hope it cooperates. Great job, CJ. So you guys have 1 second. One real quick punch to follow Casey here. He's going to get you right back into that group. Excellent work, guys. Now make sure you recover as much as you can. You have about 3 kilometers before you hit the bridge again. And you will pick up your second power up at the sprint banner. All right, so don't worry about chasing on the guy in front. Watch him right now. His heart rate's like it almost is at. There's some people who are trying to pull the group along. Strap the wheels right now.
This is only the first part of the hill, right?
Yeah, exactly. So this hill that we climbed is now 1 kilometer. So again, it's the 400-meter quick punch through the village, and then about another 400 meters at the top. So again, if you have the feather, use it for the second part of the climb. And if you have a draft or arrow, you can either save for the downhill afterwards, or use it as you go through the village. All right, so it's about 1 kilometer till you hit the bridge. There might be a slight injection of pace when we get through the next squiggles, but I predict that the real effort will begin at the bridge. So at this point, you want to be kind of in the front half of the group. All right, so we got a little grindy uphill here. Stay relaxed, stay in the middle of the group. Around this U-turn, just kind of get into a good position. You might notice that the speed of the group will increase slightly. And again, get ready for about a 30-second dig on this next right-hand corner. So the pace is starting to increase right now. All right, on this right-hand corner, hit the power. It's about 30-second hard effort. Great work, guys. All right, you just need to get around this little U-bend, and it's going to flatten out again. Keep pressing power. You want to make sure you're with the group as you're going on this downhill flat point. This part here is still drafting. We're going to have a climb beginning in about 200 meters. Alan, great position. All right, CJ, if you have a feather, use it now. The top of the climb is 17.7 kilometers. So Tobin, press really hard here. You have about another 20 seconds of climbing. And then a really fast downhill. You want to be with the group on this downhill section. The work uses diet from Evo. It's going to be faster, and then you're going to have a good fast downhill. You can aero tuck for a moment, but you just have to get some speed go first. All right, so around this event, there's a slight, you're going to get a lot steeper. You can aero tuck for 2 seconds. All right, and I hit power again. Good work, Tobin. So have a little bit more downhill that you can use to your advantage. right, CJ, so make sure you're allowing the sun guy to do some work too. You don't want to just pull him around.
Hey, he's right behind you too, CJ. Just let that guy work.
Okay.
Right now, Tobin, you're kind of like in the no man's land. The group behind is about 15 seconds, and that has both Casey and CJ in it. But to also maintain like about the same speed as what they are. Actually, Tobin, you're going a little bit faster than the group ahead. They're going 38 an hour. It's slowed 36. Great work. The gap is closing. We're going to be coming up to a couple of rollers. In Tobin, you can use the downhills here. So use one downhill, punch a little bit, get some speed. And just one more downhill around this corner. As for just a couple more meters, you'll be right back in with them. Nice work. Now make sure you recover as much as you can. Take some nice big breaths. We have 3 kilometers until the climb begins, third time. There's a group in front. There's 2 guys up the road. But at this point, again, just conserve energy. They're just kind of burning their matches by being up front.
Chris, do you want to give this guy a hard, like, 20-second punch or something? Or what? Or is the guy goes behind us too fast? 3 seconds back.
All right, we'll try to be kind of in the middle of the group. There's going to be a few surges as we head towards the climb. So you want to make sure you're in the front half of this group so you can react to any changes in speed.
You gotta design this. Come here.
All right, so we're going to repeat the first climb again. So remember, this is a 3-part climb.
Go, Tucker, you got this. Big push. The last big one. Every squat matters.
All right, so we're pulling the guys in the front. So there is an injection speed in the front of the group. Stay in the front half of the group, but not be at the front. Alan, if you can just punch a little bit more into the middle of the group. Yeah, great. All right, on this next right-hand corner, we're going to have that 30-second punch again. Right, here we go. All right, Alan, just stay around those wheels. We have a little bit downhill after this U-turn. So let's give it a 5-second hard punch here, and you'll right back with group. Perfect. You're in a good place for drafting right now. Take a few deep breaths, and we'll be climbing again. All right, here's the second part of the climb. Nice work, Alan. Just stay on this guy in pink. Keep fighting. Hold into your feathers for a moment. Nice work, Alan. Jean, you're doing great. Same with you, Rob. Your position, all 3 of you.
Heather around the bend.
We're hoping just stay right on the guy's wheel. All right, Alan, we have another 5 meters of time. About 50 seconds. You want to make sure it's back in the group. If you have a feather, use it now. And just really dig right now, Alan. Almost at the top. And you're going to be with this group on the downhill. Keep pressing, just keep digging. I know it hurts. It's not much longer. You're going to work right through this guy. Keep pressing. Follow this direct type rating. Follow his wheel. He's going to pull you back into the group. Come on, Alan, it's 100 meters to go, and we're going to be on 5. Keep pressing. You get back in turns with this group. Come on, Alan, just keep pressing. It's going to be a couple more seconds. All right, so Alan, you have 2 guys coming, actually a group of 3 coming through. Grab this guy's wheel. And the 4 of you have to work together to get back into that group. Okay, Alan, on this next right-hand corner, slightly downhill. Use that to build some speed. All right, tell them the 2 guys ahead of you are sitting up. You'll have no problem touching them. All right, use this downhill here for your advantage. Some speed. It's for Tobin. So the ADP guy with you was doing some work, so I think he is someone who will help you. Now just work with this group of 5. You guys have a 14-second gap on the group behind.
DJ, 1 minute pulse. I'll go 43.
Okay. Okay.
Callan, your grape is doing well. You're holding the gap to behind. And you are actually closing a little bit on record. So Jean and Rob, you guys have 4 kilometers until climb begins a 4th time.
Okay.
Right now, you just want to recover and just conserve your energy as much as you can. There might be some early surges before the 4th climb, just because everyone's nose is rounding up. Alan, the gap is close to 18 to 11 seconds. It's that last kilometer. So Jean and Rob, you're going to start going down soon. Stay in the front group, just make sure you're in the best part of the draft. You'll pick up your last power up at sprint banner. All right, so with this power up, if you have a draft or an arrow, you want to save it for the final sprint. The final time is about 1 kilometer of effort. It's about 2 minutes. The Woodbridge is at 34.9 kilometers, so you have about 1.5 to a half. over gallon. All right, so Rob and Jean, we're going to hit the Keon arch in 400 meters. You want to be in the front half of this group. There might be some early attacks on this one. You guys are both in perfect position right now. Try to stay there as long as you can. All right, looks like the whole group is pretty chill right now. All right, this one guy starts to move towards front. You're still mobbed together, so no one's really going yet. All right, so the guy at front is trying to push the pace. All right, this bunch on the front is trying to move. They're on wheels and just allow them to pull you along. All right, we're going to hit this 30-second hard effort. Hold into the power up. Front's doing about 6 watts per kg. Everyone's all together. You can just use the draft. All right, you guys are almost on this steep section. We're going to get to the flat and downhill in just a moment. Make sure you're on wheels. This is where you can really take advantage of the draft. All right, we're going to be climbing the second part soon. You have 40 meters left of climbing, and then we're going downhill. You really need to push this part. It's only about maybe 25 seconds. You want to make sure you're right in the middle of the group there. Now, Rob, just give a little bit more juice right into the middle. Nice work, Rob. Our Jean, stay right on these wheels here and give it a real hard push. We're going to be going downhill soon. All right, so now you want to use your draft. Do you have it?
I have a tether. No, I have an arrow.
All right, so arrow, you want to wait until the moment and use your arrow now and start sprinting. So Rob, pushing, you're going past some of the guys ahead of you. Try and fight for every position you can. Come on, Rob, you can get some more places. Nice work. All right, Jean, trying to sprint these two guys. Awesome.
climb.
All right, Tobin, you have the go another 400 meters of climbing, and then you'll have a fast downhill finish. You have the feather, you can use it now. There's no one directly behind you, so you can just go at your best effort. $200 meters of climbing, and we'll be going downhill. All right, you're done with all the climbing for today. And the sun then the downhill begins. If you have the draft, you can use it. And you drop the arrow right